Welcome to the second episode of Unpacked, a COVID-19 inspired video interview series where I get the stories behind my favourite new songs. For the second episode, I spoke to Denny Hilder from Peach Fur about the band's song Aliens. It was a really interesting chat. I caught Denny in the studio and he had his acoustic guitar with him. He went over some of the parts with me on his guitar. We talked about the pop sound at the end of the song. We talked about how it was all gelled together in the studio. We talked about heaps of stuff about extraterrestrials coming down to Earth. It was a super interesting chat and I hope you enjoy it. Hey Denny, welcome. How are you going?
Yeah, good thanks man. How are you?
Yeah, it's good. I'm pretty good. You've been pretty busy, haven't you? Been trying to line up for this interview, and it's probably a good problem. But you're keeping busy. What's been keeping you busy?
A mixture of all things. Mainly, I've been working a lot recently, which is still good. I got a job throughout this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very very fortunate. But yeah, just been like working, writing a lot, and planning for some more video content. So
video content. Yeah, that's you can do that. If it's solo people, are you just doing like the storyboards and stuff like that, or are you actually capturing stuff?
We've got an animated clip for Aliens that's in the process of being done at the moment. We've got the first cut of it and it looks amazing.
I couldn't imagine that clip to be anything but animated.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, sick. Oh mate,
we've got Matt Shembry from the Gold Coast. He's in Sydney now, but yeah, he's been working on it. And it's mind blowing.
Oh, amazing! Can't wait to see it. Okay, so I mean, just a summary of what we're going to get into today. We're obviously going to discuss Aliens. I've got a couple of like snippets of the song that I've got ready to kind of discuss. I see you've got a guitar there. Looks like you've got a drum kit. No, you won't get your drums.
Yeah. Smashed in the tubs.
Yeah, fully. So yeah, you ready to get into unpacking Aliens?
Let's
do it. Let's do it. Cool. Okay, so my first kind of, question, or this probably leads into all of the questions, but I see Aliens as just a musical beast. It's huge. It's got so many different parts, and I'm really interested as to how a song that is so massive and different comes. Where does it start?
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny. We started with what we call the chorus. It's we only play it once, so it's not really like normal choruses, but. Yeah, the main climax of the song is actually an old intro that we used to like play at the start of our sets.
Yeah.
And and it was something that we loved, and we wanted to sort of integrate it into a song, and Aliens was perfect for it. We dropped it in a lower key, and it fits perfect with it. So that was actually, we started with that, and then sort of had the verses down around the same time, and for me, like the lyrics always come later. We usually get down the music, and I'll sort of fuck around with melodies and whatnot like that. And then from there, when we go to record, I'll start fleshing out all the lyrics and whatnot.
Okay, so it kind of started from a jam from a different song, like just a live jam. And then all the other parts. Were they kind of chopped and changed from other things, or did you, once you just started developing this chorus, did the other parts kind of just happen around it?
Well, it was actually, they were two separate things. So we had all the verses and stuff down, but we didn't know where to go from like where we were, and then we had the idea of getting that intro like in the song. So
so that came later. Okay. Yeah, because the way that it all sticks together is it's pretty amazing. The next part, I suppose, and maybe it'd be great if you could whip out your guitar at some stage. But I'll just I see this song as 4 parts. I don't know how many parts you see it as. But I've got the parts here, and I'll play all 4 of them, and then if you want to jump on the guitar and explain those parts and see how they kind of fit together, that'd be great. So I've got a little set up. And then there's the second part. part I see is this. Am I on point?
Yeah, you are. You're on the body.
And this is like the spaced out halftime stuff going on, which I love. Yeah. And the fourth part is this kind of reggae jam type of vibe. Yeah. So. Yeah, so like I know that like they've got similar elements, those parts, maybe similar chords, but they're the four distinct parts to me. So can you run me through those and how they came about?
Yeah, for sure. So we're doing the same thing most of the time.
Yeah.
The first, like me and Benny, actually, the lead guitarist, share the load in this song. We have two different solos. So I do the first one, which is and he finishes it up with the last solo in it, which it's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, through all those parts. So I guess we're just sticking on a G.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a new strumming pattern for me that sort of on the offbeat.
Yeah. And you kind of let that top string hang weirdly every time, and you've kind of keyed it in really well with the band to kind of okay, we're going to come in on the down strum. Every different time it's different, So
yeah, man, yeah. And Mikey, our drummer, he's nailed it as well. His snare action, it fits so perfectly with the chops.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, definitely. So you kind of keep it on that G, and then all of the parts are just kind of rhythmically different. Yeah,
that's it. And even the breakdown before we go into the climax or chorus or
the jam. Yeah.
We just hold it. And, See, whenever I try and go in the middle of the song, I struggle to
because it's so different, man. They're all different parts. You need to remember 4 songs when you're playing this one.
Pretty much, that's exactly.
No, that's cool. I think we've got the vibe. But that's interesting that they've kind of came together like that. So for me, I hear a couple of different influences. I just want to talk about how this and your sound is influenced. I see it as a bit of a mix between King Giz and Pink Floyd. Is that
very much so, man? You're exactly on the money for that one. Exactly. King Giz was a big inspiration for this, and also the drop we have in the middle of the song. That's so Floydy.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon you get the modern psych from King Giz, and then which I want to talk about in a sec, but the cleanness, I don't know, this kind of real unique cleanness that you guys bring to your sound that's quite different to other different psych bands getting around. So, okay, I've got this guitar part that I kind of just played one of before, but I want to play it again. So the reason I play that is it leads me into the question of writing that part. For me, that is the most catchy part of the song. And I know I've played a little bit of music and listened to a heap of music, and usually it's the lyrical melodies that are the catchy parts. And I know how much time gets spent writing catchy melodies with the vocals. Did you spend as much time writing this guitar part than you would spend on a vocal melody?
Actually, no. This is actually way quicker, to be honest. I sort of had it in my head to do the and then the pause, and then everyone comes in on that last note. So and then I just sort of was playing around with something, but it was probably the quickest solo that I've written, and I just pictured it being real syncopated with the drums. Something just fell down.
The aliens are here, man.
Yeah, they can hear me. Yeah, so like that last bit,
This bit? Yeah.
and the build up before that, the didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like I could just hear on some of those bits like us all coming together as the solo almost plays like a like you're saying, it's almost like lyrical and it plays almost like a voice.
Yeah.
And then us all coming together on those two sections.
Yeah, cool.
It felt really nice to sort of get that out.
Yeah, definitely. I bet you it's the kind of solo that people sing along to live. They're like, I would be anyway. Alright, sweet. Well, the next interesting part of the song that I want to talk about is this part.
Yeah.
The pop, man, the pop. I'll play it again. So. Tell us about the pop.
So the pop is actually, you know how Cut and Dry like released the pop tops like not too long ago?
Yeah.
They decided it's a bad idea, so they just ended up reverting back to the normal twisties.
Yeah.
We were actually in the studio at the time when they had the pop tops, and it sounded, every time we popped it, we just thought it sounded brilliant.
Yeah, fully. So is it that is the sound? Is it a calm?
That is a beer being popped.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Makes me thirsty. Jeez. Yeah, that's cool, man. There's so many cool sounds in there, and the way that just happens. It's the very end of the song, right? It's like the last thing that happens in the song. So.
That's it, man. That's it.
It's sick.
So now we try and do it just with our mouth.
Yeah, fully. Yeah, did you do like an audition to see who has the best pop sound in the
Yeah, we did. We tried the best pops, and Liam had definitely the best pop of all.
Okay, he's popping. Sweet. Yeah, cool. So the lyrics is one of the last things I want to talk to you about. And yeah, like you've described them as kind of extraterrestrials coming down to Earth and trying to fit in with society. What would you say to me if I was one of those aliens right now?
Sorry, say that again.
What would you say to me if I was an alien coming down to Earth and I could very well be? Like, what do you have to say to me?
Well, they're not all that bad, that's for starters.
Yeah.
When you look at the media, it's hard to believe, but like, Earth is an amazing place, and there's so many beautiful people out there that, you know, we need to look after each other, and but the main, like, I guess the reason with aliens for me, like, when you say like alien, the first thing that would pop into someone's mind is the typical grey, like big head, big eyes sort of thing, but sort of with the start, like where I was like fly down to the ground, no one would know that they're from a distant land. I've looked into it a little bit, and you know, with the internet, there's so much stuff out there, and it's hard to decipher what is the truth sometimes. But there is a lot of truth out there, and apparently there is this civilization called the Pleiadians that look exactly like us, and wouldn't be able to tell necessarily the difference that they're from another planet or whatever. So I sort of tried to break away from the stereotype of aliens being headed, small little green creatures. Not to say that they don't exist, but just put a new spin on things, because I do feel like the world is changing, and there's a lot of people's consciousness are being raised, I feel, and they're sort of waking up to the fact that it's more than likely aliens exist than they're not.
I tend to agree with you, not to go off on a huge tangent, but I just like to... Let's talk about aliens, episode 3. But I think they're as plausible as, you know, gods that people respect. You know, I'm not a Scientologist, and, you know, but just when you compare, you know, how likely an alien would be to a god, they're similar, if not aliens, in favour of aliens. So anyway,
it's a very interesting thing, like especially when you look at the fact that there's more stars in the universe than what there are grains of sand on our planet. So when you look at it like that, it's hard to believe that we are we are it. And that's what I sort of want to put forward in this song as well, is that, you know, like, although it might be like the last bit, say that it's all sci-fi, it's sort of classed as science fiction, but I think there's a lot of truth in science fiction as well.
Yeah, oh, definitely, I think I always live by the mantra. I mean, I love being a human being, but I can be pretty stupid. We don't know anything.
That's it. We're asleep at the moment, but we are waking up. Awake.
There you go. Awake on the EP. So it's an amazing EP. Like, and maybe we can briefly talk about that. I want to talk about the studio a little bit too. We've only got about 10 minutes left, but like the sound that you guys have created on Awake, the EP, and especially through Aliens, is clean, you know, compared to King Giz and other psych rock bands that everything's fuzzy and a bit raucous. You guys really cleaned it up, like, and I feel that's defined Pitchford as your kind of own style. And was that a conscious decision you made in the studio to do?
No, to be honest, like, we have such a wide range of influences that we sort of we incorporate it into our own, and it's not even a conscious decision. It sort of comes out of the music that we create. Like, I know another influence for Aliens is Khruangbin. They're really nice, like, soft, airy vocals. Like, there's a lot of influence from that. But then, like I said, it's not like we're trying to like sound like these artists or anything. It's just what comes through into it, like, all combined into our one flavour.
And so what the studio stuff, I tried to have a bit of a look, and like, who produced it? Where'd you do it? Like, what?
So we recorded with Blake Malone. He's a Gold Coast producer, and we went down to Byron Bay at Rocking Horse Studios.
Yeah, I saw that you were in Rocking Horse. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
How good's that place?
We've recorded there since pretty much we started our recording. We did Pleasures and Necessities, our first EP. We were recording there, and we love it. It's the most beautiful place.
Oh, the gear is insane.
It was with Byron. It's nice and green. No distractions at all. Just recording music and drinking beer.
Amazing. I love that place. That's amazing. So, with the performance in the studio, I'm getting pretty deep now in terms of musical stuff, but was it performed live right the way through, or did you record every section differently?
So mostly it's live tracked, except for vocals and our solos.
Wow, so good effort, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It took, don't get me wrong, there was a couple of times where we did get dropped in. But a lot of the time it was like trying to play through from start to finish, and then we'll go back over and do the vocals and the lead guitar bits. Yeah,
wow. Well, that you can tell, because I think you hear a lot of songs that are they've got a lot of parts. I wouldn't say disjointed, but I think the way that you gel something that has so many different parts together is to perform it live, so the energy's there, and you really nail it. Like,
that's it, man.
It's good. I better let you go. I think you got a busy schedule ahead of you today, so it was great chatting to you, man. I've been wanting to ask these questions just on a personal note for a while, so I'm glad I had the chance to sit down and chat to you, man.
Oh, bloody oath, man. It's been a pleasure to speak to you, Zach.
Cool. Good luck at the Gold Coast Music Awards.
Oh, cheers, legend. Should be good.
I'll catch you later.
Alright, bro. Catch ya.
Okay. That was the second episode of Unpacked. Catch you later.